Hello, beautiful friends. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. I myself was very busy, as you all know, or if you're new to the channel, I will be moving to Arizona hopefully very soon. But first, I have to sell the house. So that's what I was doing, just preparing the house, getting that ready to put it up for sale. So, yeah, very busy. But I'm super excited about today's video. I have a few new products I've been dying to try out. They've been in my collection for quite some time. And yeah, I'm finally being able to sit down and try these out and put them to the test. But yeah, I have something from e.l.f., something from NYX. I also have something that I found over on Schmidt from an indie brand. So really excited to try that out. So if that seems like something you're going to enjoy, please stick around because we're about to get into all that right now. Okay, so let's get into this video. First of all, I am going to apply this by Revie Beauty. It's her lip oil, and I'm going to tell you why, because I use this. It's part of my skincare now, and I think I've mentioned this several times, but let me really explain why. So if I apply this right now, I find that all of my lip products are going to apply so much more smoothly, especially my lip liner. You know, I have a lot of like fine lines and wrinkles really starting in around my lip line. And I find like if I let this really soak into my lips, I mean, I don't have to do anything. It really fills in the lines or smooth them out. So when I go in with my lip liner, it just glides over it and it doesn't go into those lines and creases. So yeah, this lip oil is amazing. Okay, now the new e.l.f. Palette that I did pick up, I honestly feel like I've had this palette before. And I mentioned it with another palette that I used, the one that had the blues. So this is what it looks like. So I feel like they've already put this out, but they just changed the packaging. Now this one is called the Keep It Ethereal Palette. So it's just a very nice neutral palette. So I grabbed it and just wanted to have it in my collection. So yeah, it's very pretty. The shimmers look really pretty, but I'm going to really stay light with the shimmers and I'll explain why, because like I said, I did pick up something over on Schmidt from an indie brand that I really want to test out. So let's start with this one here. So I'm just going to place that shade in this outer corner, just like that. As you can see, I just put it down almost as a little template of where I'm going to begin. And like I mentioned, I feel like I've had this palette before. And for some reason, I felt like it was just okay to me. Okay, so let me just explain what I just did. So my eye is as relaxed as it can be. And now I'm just placing how far I want to go up, because if I was to do this, see how you can't even see that shadow? So again, I'm just going to kind of put this as a template of where I want that to be. But as you can see, if I do that, all the empty spaces, oh no, I'm just going to go in and fill that all in. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go into this shade right here and just tap that on the brush and really tap that out. And I have changed brushes. So as you will notice too, I'm always aiming my brush up towards my brow bone. And now I'm going to go right at the edge of that one shade I just placed and just really buff that in. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this lighter shade right here with like this is a very firm brush here. It is just a little bit more dense. And I'm going to place that right here at the brow line or brow bone or up towards the eyebrow and really lighten that up. And then I'm going to go back into that second brush that I used really quickly and just smooth that all in. Now I am going to try one of these shimmers out here because they are really pretty. So let me just swatch, there's 4 of them here, but that one's more like a satin finish. So, and they all kind of feel like a satin finish. So let's see what they look like. That one, ooh, that one's really pretty. That one there, that one is kind of, yeah, that one just, I feel isn't as pigmented. And then there's that really pretty champagne right there. So let's go in with this champagne one. I am also going to use this here by NYX. It's the glitter glue. And well, let me grab my mirror, and I'm just going to place that all over where I want that glitter to go. And I'm just going to place that up like into the crease quite a bit. Because of my hooded eyes, I will say this a lot in my videos, it just seems to open my eye a little bit more the further I take the shimmers, but I don't want to be too dramatic with it because that can age me as well. So I'm just very careful of the placement. Ooh, that is really, ooh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. Okay, so let's go into these new shimmers that I picked up over on Schmidt Schmack. Again, it's an indie brand. It's just a gal, and her name is, I think it's Adriana Nicole. So these are the shades that I picked up. And honestly, when I watch her videos and other people that do videos with these shimmers, I mean, they are stunning. Oh, these are absolutely gorgeous. But this is the packaging here, just very simple. Ooh, these are buttery. Let's swatch these. Oh my gosh, it is like silk or butter. I mean, they are, oh my gosh. Okay, let's see how these swatch. Oh my gosh, do you see that? That is so beautiful. Wow. I mean, look how much I still have. I bet you I could just go in. Let's just do it. Let me look into that mirror here. Let's go in with this shade and just place that. Oh my gosh, this is after me swatching, you guys. And look at the color pigment payoff there. Oh, that is so pretty. But I am going to grab just a little bit more. And I feel like there is like a substance in that that is really, oh my gosh, look at this. That is keeping everything binded together. So that shade, I better tell you the shade, that one is called, I believe, Ambitious. And look at the back, how she has it all nice in that font. That is just really pretty. So yeah, very simple packaging, but very beautiful. So this one here is called, I believe it's Goddess, this one here. So let's go in again. Oh gosh, these are like, oh, I can't even tell you, like silk. And now I'm going to go over where I laid down the e.l.f. one. So it's a very similar shade, but the formula is way different. So now I'm going to go back into that other shade and just kind of make it really blend together beautifully. Okay, so now I'm going to go into a much smaller brush, this one here. And now I'm going to go into this really deep shade right here. And I'm going to place that right here on this little outer corner that I left kind of empty. And just really deepen that corner up. And then I'm going to clean the brush completely. And then go in and just kind of flick upward. And look at, oh my gosh, that is absolutely stunning. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do the other eye. I'll come back when I go to do the shimmers again because I'm going to try it without a glitter glue just to see the difference, and also to do it without using any of the e.l.f. Shimmer just to see. I might look a little crazy, but I can always go back and fix it then. So let me do all that and I'll be right back. Okay, fun little fact here. This is the second time that I'm doing this eye. Yeah, I had completed the whole eye completely, realized I wasn't filming, so I took it all off and I'm starting again. Now, could I have just gone on and said, yeah, I wasn't filming? Yeah, I could have, but I really want you guys to see how beautiful these shimmers are. So let's go into this one here, Ambitious. I'm telling you, they are absolutely stunning. Now, again, I did not place any of the glitter glue because I want you guys to see how well it performs without the glitter glue and if it's necessary. And you're going to see it's not. It does not need glitter glue whatsoever. I mean, look at that. And again, the glitter isn't flying all over the place. There is something in here that's really keeping everything binded together. So yeah, absolutely stunning. So now I'm going to go into a goddess. Now I will say I felt at first like this one wasn't as creamy as the other one, but again, I know because this is the second time it is, and it's just as pigmented. So it's very deceiving. I will say that. So you just have to be a little careful, but look at that. Now this one's going to be a little bit more dramatic because I had the e.l.f. one under it, but you will get the idea. I mean, look at that. So now I'm going to go into, again, this brush, and just really smooth along the edge there of where the glitter is. And then I'm going to go back into that small brush again, just like the other eye, of course. And I'm going to place the deepest shade on a smaller brush and just place that on the outer corner. Okay, so what I was showing when I wasn't taping is I have found this new way to create a wing, and it's very simple. I have seen other videos with very similar techniques, and I just kind of made it my own for my eye shape, and you might have to tweak it for yours. So I will say that these kind of brushes are very necessary to do this. So something flat. I'm going to use the more angled one here, but you can definitely use this one, just a flat brush. So what I've been doing is going in with this brush, and I'm placing the deepest shade in the e.l.f. palette here and packing it pretty good on this brush. And then I'm going to look into a mirror straight ahead, and I'm going to relax my eye as much as possible. And then I'm placing it right here on the outer corner, and I'm going to aim it like to go upward. And I'm just going to stamp it just like that. And even though I have wrinkles and everything, I don't care. It's not going to matter. So it just kind of skipped through the wrinkles. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take a pencil liner here, and I'm using the one by Ultra Beauty, and this is like their gel eyeliner, and it's retractable, and it's super creamy and rich, and I love the shade. It's I believe it's brown black. So what I'm doing is using that like as a little template here, and I'm going to follow that little line that I stamped down, and I'm going to create a small wing. Now I could take it all the way up, you know, where it's stamped, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go, because I like just a small wing. I don't like anything too dramatic. But if you do like a really dramatic wing, you can go up as much as possible or as much as you want. And then what I'm doing is just going in between my lashes here and really deepening that up. And I don't like going directly on the waterline because I just find that if I do that, I do get a lot of transfer. So I just place it, you know, wiggle it in between my lashes. Okay, and then what I do is take a makeup wipe, and then what I'm going to do is just go follow along where I place the liner and just really sharpen that edge here. Then I go in and just tap it. I do see Allie Glines do that, and it just really does smooth out that edge here, just so you don't have that really sharp line. So, and as you can see how close those wings are, very, very close. Okay, so now I'm going to just fix this up just a little bit because I did use that dark shade and it is showing just a little bit through there. So I'm just going to kind of blend that out. That is it, you guys. That's what I've been doing for my liner, and it's just made things so much easier. Now you can go in with a felt tip liner as well and make it really bold. It's up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. I have just found that that has just really worked out really good for me. Okay, so let's get into the complexion part. I am so excited about this. So what I picked up, it's by NYX, and It's called, and I actually found it on Amazon, and I think it's new because, yeah, I've never seen it before. And it's called NYX Professional Makeup Buttermelt Glaze. It's a soft glow skin tint with sunscreen of SPF of 30 in it. So this is what it looks like, and I got the shade Vanilla Bean. So what it says, I was reading up on it on Amazon, is it's a formula and it's called a butter than the rest. It melts right into for a butter glaze skin. So I think it goes with this line here. This is the Buttermelt bronzer. So honestly, I think it is. It's supposed to make your skin look like a glazed donut. So I don't think there's supposed to be tons of coverage because there's only 10 shades. And it does say that it gives you like a sheer coverage. So yeah, I think it's just supposed to be like a nice, healthy skin tint. So this does have shea butter, mango butter, niacinamide in it. It's supposed to have 12 hours of wear. Again, there's 10 shades. Now, this was $15.97 on Amazon, so it's a little pricey, but you're getting like a skin tint and your SPF. So that's basically all it says about it. It has no white cast. Yeah, I'm super excited to try this out. So let's see. I think this is going to be really good for the summer, of course. And if you just want a no makeup day, I just have skincare on right now. I didn't apply a sunscreen, of course, but I am going to place like 2 finger lengths full. That's what I would do with my, hold on, I'm going to take off my rings, my sunscreen. And that's how I think I'm going to apply this. So this is how much I have on my fingers. And let's apply. Oh, okay. I actually just got that all in my eye. Okay, so there is like, it's a little thicker of a formula, it feels like to me. But it's very nice. There definitely is no white cast. There is like a scent to this, but it's not flowery, I believe. Yeah, not at all. It doesn't have like a really strong scent. It's almost like, I don't know, like a sweet or, tropical, maybe coconut, but it's not very strong at all. Okay, so okay, there looks like there is I got it all in my eyeshadow, you guys. Okay, so there does look like there is quite a bit of coverage though. Look at that. And there is a beautiful glow. Now, I did not place it on my forehead and on purpose because I do want to see how it applies with a brush. So let's just go in. And I don't want this to get in my hair or my eyebrows. So that's why I decided to do this and just to see how it applies. So yeah, it applies very well with a brush as well. And you guys, I'm really liking the coverage. It's very sheer, of course, but it really evened out my skin tone, if you ask me, beautifully. Yeah, I am really liking this a lot. Okay, so far so good. Okay, but I do want a little bit of extra coverage. So what I did bring down is my NYX Bear With Me concealer. And I'm just going to place a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to grab like a little pointy brush here. And I'm just going to place that like I do have a pimple going on right here. So I'm going to place it right there. And anywhere that I want just a little bit more coverage, and I am going to place it a little bit under my eye and in the outer corner there, around the nose, and anywhere that I can see like my sunspots peeking through. And then what I'm going to do is just let it sit here just for a second and really let it dry down just for a minute. And that way you'll get a little bit more coverage out of your concealer. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to let this sit just for a minute. I'll come back, blend it out, and then we'll see how, the other products really apply over this. Okay, this has been sitting, the concealer's been sitting just for a minute. So I'm just going to go in with my BK 114 brush. and just really press that into the skin. And I might need to add it a little bit more under the eyes. But I will say, you guys, this skin tint is really pretty. My skin does look very donut glazed, but healthy. There's no, I'm not seeing any glitter in this formula whatsoever. It just really, um, yeah, it just really evened out the skin tone, I think, beautifully. It even looks good on my nose, which I am really shocked by. So, like I mentioned, I'm going to place just a little bit more under the eyes of the concealer. I will say when I first applied it, it felt a little greasy, but I can tell it's already drying down, almost like a foundation. I can't, yeah, this is bizarre. This is really bizarre to me. I'm really hoping that it really stays like this throughout the day because that is really a pretty. Okay, so let's move on with the rest of the products. That's pretty much all that I have that's new. So hopefully you'll stay with me and stick around and we'll just chat a little bit. Okay, so I don't have any other cream products that I brought down. So everything else is going to be a powder because I felt like if I brought down too many cream products that it was just kind of going to be too much. So hopefully I made the right decision. Okay, and for my bronzer, I brought down the NYX Buttermelt bronzer because I believe it's part of this line here. And this is in the shade Deserve Butter. Now, I believe that this is too deep for me because I hardly reach for it. I've used it, several times and I feel, yeah, I should have got a lighter shade for sure. And by the way, I do feel like this shade is absolutely perfect for me. I don't feel like it's oxidizing whatsoever. And again, it's in a vanilla bean. Okay, because this is too deep, I will show you what I do to make it look a little lighter. But first I am going to go in and just set my face, and I'm going to be using this here. It's the Physicians Formula Diamond Blur. I have fallen all in love again with this powder. It is so beautiful. I love the packaging. I love that there's like a little closure here so the powder doesn't fly all over the place. There is a net here. So first I am going to, set my face just slightly and just to get any tack out, which there isn't a lot. Like I said, it's kind of drying down like a foundation. So I'm just going to place just a really light dusting of this powder. Okay. So what I do with this bronzer, because it is too deep for me, is I go back into my powder here, and I'm just going to place some on my brush. And now I'm going to go into this bronzer, and I'm just going to tap it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to go in very lightly and just see if that works. Yeah. As you can see, it's not as deep. If I wasn't to use that powder, this would look so orange on my skin. And I am going to go back and get a lighter shade because I really do like this bronzer. Let me just show you what it looks like kind of on its own. So I am going to change up brushes here. And yeah, as you can see, it is very deep, but it does blend out pretty good. I just got to really buff this into the skin. If you ever find that your bronzer is just way too deep for you, just add a little bit of, your powder and just blend that in, and it should lighten up a pretty good. So that's what I've been doing. It's a good little trick to do. And that way you don't have to go out and purchase a whole new bronzer. Okay, and for blush, you guys recommended this one to me by Wet n Wild in the shade, what is this, Naked Brown. This is such a great blush. I am so glad you guys recommended it, and I'm so glad I went out and purchased it. So I think this will go really pretty with this look. Yeah, this goes really good. This is such a beautiful blush. It's pigmented. It looks really good on mature skin. It lasts throughout the day. Thank you so much for that recommendation for sure. Okay, and then for mascara, what I'm going to do is just apply 2 coats of this. This is the Maybelline Firework. I love this mascara. So I'm just going to apply 2 coats of this. I'll come back and we'll finish up this look. Okay, and then I did get this here by Maybelline as well. I don't know if it's part of the same line, but it sure looks like the same packaging. So this is like it's called the Super Fluff Brow Mousse. And yeah, this is for your eyebrows, of course, but it's, supposed to create a little bit of volume. Looks like I got the shade a deep brown, and I think this is a really good shade match for me. And I'll let you know how it, keeps my brows in place all day. But I do like how it's applying right now. It's not super messy or anything like that. And it really is shaping my brows. I could tell that it is starting to get a little tacky the more that I'm playing with it. So as of right now, I really do like that brow gel or brow mousse. So that's what it looks like on the brows. Very, very nice. I do like that. Okay, and then for my lips, what I brought down is this here. I love these pencils by e.l.f. And I've been keeping them in the package because I can never find the shade on the pencil itself. So a lot of times I'll use their lip liners. I'm like, I don't even know what shade this is. So that is why. And this is in the shade, it looks like a Spill the Tea. So yeah, these are great and they're only a $2. So like I was mentioning, why I love applying the Glazed lip oil, you're going to see how easily this goes on the lip, and it just really glides over any of my wrinkles or the lines, and it doesn't bleed throughout the day. I mean, look at that. Okay, and then for my lip coloring, I brought down this by e.l.f. This is their lip oil in the shade Chocolate. So I love these. They have like a little bit of shimmer in them. I love the little foot here. So yeah, and they feel so nourishing on the lip. And I thought that this shade would look really pretty with the look that I have going on with the eyeshadow. And let's see how right I was. Feels so good. Between the lip oil from Revie Beauty and this e.l.f. one, oh my gosh, my lips feel fantastic right now. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. Again, I'm going to try to do a wear test. I'm going to edit this video and see where we are time-wise, because yeah, I'm really getting tired of these 45-minute videos for you. I would love to have like a half-hour one at least. Okay, but let me run through these products really, really quick. I really do love this palette like I just mentioned. These little shimmers here are absolutely stunning. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful? I mean, look at how pigmented and beautiful these are. I'm not feeling like it's accentuating my age. I don't feel like it's really creating more wrinkles or really accentuating that. Let me know if you guys, feel any different, but I'm not getting that vibe. I think it just looks so pretty. Yeah, these are definitely worth looking into. I'll have everything in the description box. Let me take a look at my complexion now that everything has been sitting on my skin. Honestly, right now, I think my skin looks really pretty. Again, it's not full coverage. It's not medium coverage, but it really has evened out my skin tone. I don't feel uncomfortable going out in public. I do feel like, especially through here, it might fade throughout the day, but it's not going to be one of those that fade, really bad. I don't get that feeling. I don't feel like it's just going to look patchy or anything. I just feel it's going to, soak into my skin and fade. I always say this gracefully. So that is the only way to put it. Okay, you guys, so let's see what time it is. It is now 1:46 p.m. So hopefully I'll keep it on to at least 8 o'clock tonight just to get a feeling of how this is going to last on the skin. But as of right now, I am loving everything, and I'll show you what it looks like up in natural lighting. So let's head there, and I'll just see you in a minute. Okay, this is what the makeup looks like up in natural lighting. Take a look at those shimmers. They are stunning. I cannot stop looking at them. They are so beautiful. But as for the skin tint, I think that is beautiful as well. I think it looks very natural on my skin. I'm not seeing where it's settling. It's not full coverage at all, but for some reason, my skin tone just looks very even, and it looks really nice on mature skin as of right now. So as of right now, I am loving how everything is looking. I'll try to keep, everything on for 6 to 8 hours. So I will check in 6 to 8 hours and we'll see what it looks like then. But as of right now, I think it looks really pretty. Okay, it is now 8:43 p.m. So we made it to the 6.5 mark. I think that's a really good wear test on a skin tint. And let me just tell you why I'm stopping early, because we still have so much to do. Tomorrow we're getting the pictures taken for our house to go on the market. So we have been cleaning all day, organizing. We went out shopping, and it was snowing here in Michigan. So that's why my hair looks the way that it does. So let's go through the products. I really do like this palette. I think it lasted really well throughout the day. On the outer corner here, it looks a little faded or patchy, and that's only because my eyes were watering. How shocking. And yeah, that's why it looks like that. And I will say that this beautiful shimmer, it did crease ever so slightly. And I think it's because, like I mentioned, there's like a substance in it. So yeah, it just creased. Hopefully you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it just creased ever so slightly, but I don't care. It's so beautiful. I will definitely wear those shimmers again. And as for the skin tint, I think I really like this. It does look a little bit shiny through the T-zone, but again, I'm supposed to look like a glazed donut, so it's doing its job. And where it faded, it's, exactly where I thought it was going to fade, right through here. But again, I knew it was going to fade gracefully. And yeah, I think that is a good assessment on what I said earlier. Right through here, it looks really good. It never settled in my fine lines or wrinkles or anything like that. So I will say about this, what I love about this skin tint is that I think you can use it so many different ways. You could apply this under a very light foundation. I'm going to use it with my Laura Geller powder foundation. I think it will look absolutely beautiful. You can wear this on its own, as you guys can see. If you're expecting high coverage, you're not going to get it because it's not supposed to do that. But yeah, that's what I love about this. I think it's very versatile. You can use it many different ways. So I would definitely repurchase this, and I will definitely use this again. So if I was to give this a grade for skin tint, I would definitely give this like an A minus, a B plus, because it did everything what it claimed to do. And I think it looks really beautiful on my skin. Now, if you have oily skin, I'm not too sure. It might be just a little bit too, I don't know, maybe emollient is the only word that I could put on that. Again, as you can see, it's just very shiny. So if you have oily skin, I think that's going to be just going to accentuate that. So I have dry, mature skin, so I absolutely love it. It was very hydrating on my skin. All right, I hope this video was helpful. If you were thinking of looking into this product, I think you will really like this, especially if you have dry, mature skin. I think you would really, really enjoy this. Honestly, those shimmers are so gorgeous. If you think that it's something that you might like, definitely look into that website. She has a lot of beautiful colors. All right, you guys, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, if you please do me a huge favor, hit that like button. It really does help me out, and I truly do appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. I would love to have you here. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see you again. I love you so much, and until next time.